All right, guys, I just found something that's super exciting. So, me and my business partner Pedro just created a brand new Instagram DM outreach system that's filling our calendar with not only more appointments, but high ticket appointments that are closing like crazy. It's super exciting. We completely changed our method of doing cold DM outreach before. We do a mix of cold DM outreach and Loom to actually create an amazing value proposition for our potential clients. So, in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what we do to get people who are complete strangers on Instagram, talk to them, and turn them into booked appointments and close deals. So as you guys can see here, of course, we have tons of people booking onto our calendar. These are all super high quality. They're closing for at least $3,000 per client. So I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. So let's hop into Miro. And let me explain to you the process behind how it works. So the first thing you guys got to realize is when doing cold outreach, specifically cold outreach on Instagram, people don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you yet. So the goal for doing cold outreach on Instagram is to create value. So you must give people something. Gone are the days you could just go and keep spamming a bunch of different messages and just hope people answer. What you need to do is bring value first. And once people find the value in what you do, they'll get impressed, they'll like what you're doing, and then they'll move forward and buy your product. So before, we used to do a approach of doing mostly volume, and volume is very important. Don't get me wrong, volume is very important. But the thing is, you must have value to actually make sure they're actually interested in your product, right? So you have to give them something. That could be a free, a free lead magnet. It could be a lead magnet. It could be just a free video. It could be anything free that they can use to actually grow and actually get value from. So what we do is we give them a free Loom video, and this Loom video diagnoses their business and gives them pointers and tips on how to scale and get better in their business. So we do this all the time. And the thing is, who's going to say no to something free, right? It's something completely free that we use to, of course, go and turn them into a client. So once we do is we create that Loom video, we send it out to them, and they basically watch it and turn it into a client. Now, here's the thing. The first thing we must do is we must do the outreach first, of course, obviously. So we basically send out a bunch of DMs specifically targeting them and making sure that the outreach is targeted specifically to them to make it feel like it's unique, because it is, right? If you just do a mass outreach that isn't really personalized, it's not going to do as well. So I'd say is we do outreach first, just asking them permission to send them the Loom itself. Once they say yes, then we make the Loom and send it. We don't make the Looms until they say yes that they want it, because there's no point in making a bunch of Loom videos for people who aren't going to see it in the first place, right? And the reason why we use Loom is because Loom lets you see whoever watched the video. So you can track every time someone watches your video, and it shows that they actually watched it. So you can reach out to them and say, hey, we saw you watch our Loom video. What do you think of it, right? That's basically the thing. So what I'm going to do is show you guys our first outreach message. So if I go here and go high level, you can see here that our first outreach method is pretty simple. Our message is this. The user's name, whatever, we say, hey, I came across your page, and honestly, I think you've got something great here. Quick question. If I made you a quick, personalized 3-minute video showing you how you can turn what you already know into an online business that helps people and has the potential to generate 10K plus per month, would you want me to send over? Very simple, because we're asking them permission to give them something for free, which is crazy, right? Who's going to say no to that, right? There are no strings attached. We'll send you a video about what we saw about your page and see what we can do to help you scale and grow. That's all we need to do. And most of the time, we're going to say yes, or at least answer something. Now, the thing is, this is really good because our response rate almost tripled by doing this. Our first method was just we did a bunch of volume, we just put it out there, and the thing is that type of method works, but it's not going to be as effective as giving someone something for free. So we go there, she said sure, I say here you go. Now we shot this Loom video specifically for her and her business. So I'm going to walk you through the exact Loom video right now. I'm going to show you exactly what we did to make sure that it actually goes through and books a call. So I'm going to open this up here and let's walk through it together step by step.
Iman Gadzhi, I hope you're doing well, and I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I just want to say thank you for letting me send this over, more so than anything else. Also, by the way, a body tee, face tee, girl, you out here, I see you.
So basically, this is exactly what we did. So I love Pedro. So what we first started off with doing is just, of course, affirming that, thank you for actually letting us send this to you, right? Number one. And number two, we wanted to add some rapport here, right? So we said body tee, face tee, you know what I'm saying? Because the girl, she looks good. I'll be honest, she looks good in the photos. So we want to make sure we seem like a human, right? You don't want to be too robotic on this. If you're too robotic, they're going to be like, ugh, whatever, and click off, right? So you want to be very, very likable and very someone who they want to listen to, right?
plus with all the traveling and stuff, and it seems like you're into trading and whatnot, which is absolutely amazing. So congrats to you. It seems like you're doing really well. But more so than anything else, especially with all the people that we work with, it usually comes down to 3 situations, right? Essentially, like, you're either having your profile on private, or you're already making content, which it seems like you're already doing, especially with a freaking elephant over here, or you have a personal brand of your own.
Awesome. So this is what we did as well. So we want to frame their positioning. So what we do is we give them a basically rundown of what they're doing right now. So of course you can see here that we put them into 3 different buckets. People usually have an Instagram page to promote their business, right? So either they're on private, they're already making content, or they have a personal brand to scale. And this is what Pedro's talking about. He's mapping out exactly which category they fit in and what they're doing that is good, but also what they can do to improve upon what they're doing already. So let's walk through and show you exactly how he does that.
More so than anything else, and that's awesome. But what most people don't realize, and I think you do realize this at some point, where people have a skill or experience or a result that they can actually get for people on a consistent basis, that people will actually pay them for, and especially a lot of money. So the problem is that even though having followers is amazing and getting people to your profile and all this other stuff and you're making content, there's literally 1 of 3 issues, or sometimes there's...
So I love this because we of course add these little memes here to make it funny and enjoyable, because we're just funny guys, right? It's important to have fun with it. But also you gotta understand that we put them in a frame to understand that most people are doing it a certain way that's not working, and they're probably in that position where they're like, I don't know if what I'm doing is working, I don't know if it's going to actually help us scale. Like, people don't know what they're doing, but they do know what they want. So we kind of put them and tell them what they should do to get what they want, because ultimately if they're making content to, let's say, grow their business, they want to grow their business, right? That's basically what it is.
There's like 2 or 3 issues happening all at once. Number 1, which is essentially trying to help everybody, basically everybody coming through the door, but it's not necessarily your ideal client profile or your ICP. Or essentially, you're creating content, but you're not necessarily having that within a campaign that has direction, so you're not necessarily acquiring your ICP again. Or if you're basically waiting for clients to come through the door, literally coming from the ether, which is never a system, so then we can never actually get people, basically trackable-wise. Anyways, but the best thing to do is to basically have a simple system. And if you implement this in your business alone, especially with a trading psychology, you'll be able to do this, which is essential.
So that's the thing. So we basically tell them exactly what people do and the mistakes they mostly make. And this is super important because we personalized it to her. So she knows this video is for her. This is not for anybody else. So we personalized it specifically for her and told her that if you want to get into this trading psychology system or this agency system, you have to do X, Y, and Z, right? We make sure they understand that this is the value that we can actually add to you and what you can do to change your life.
Actually choosing one person to work with, right? So a specific person that you would actually want to work with, specifically with trading, and using psychological concepts in order to actually get trading, or again, funding for your trading situations on a consistent basis. The next thing, solving one valuable problem, maybe a certain amount that you're basically trying to help all your clients or students essentially get through the door. Generating one clear offer around that result being within a quantifiable result within a quantifiable timeline. So let's say if you're trying to get like 100K of funding or 10K of funding within the next 90 days, I've seen people do it, and people do it all the time. And then using one simple system to get people to buy what you sell, specifically.
Exactly. So now we actually gave them the steps and tools to fix what they're doing, right? So we said, hey, look, you're in a situation here. There's some steps and tools you can do to actually fix this. That's exactly what we decided to do here with a very simple system. And we made it seem very simple because we want to make them understand that they can do it themselves.
An offer if you create one. So I want to be very clear though, like not a lot of people really understand that you don't need a bunch of followers in order to make an online business for real, especially with literally creating an online business. Like we literally, as of recording this right now for you, we have less than 2,000 followers in general, but we consistently do 2 to 5 million views on Instagram.
Exactly. So this is a really, really good switch, right? So what we did was we said, hey, look, this is exactly what you can do to kind of change your life and make things better. And let me show you what we've done. And the fact that we've gotten over 2 to 5 million views a month on Instagram. And that's turned into tons of booked appointments. And we're showing that we know what we're doing and they have proof that they can actually help you do the same. So it's very important to add that proof behind what you're doing.
A month. And as you can see, literally by our insights from the past 30 days, the past 60 days, the past 90 days, we're literally crushing it because we're just like posting a bunch, you know what I'm saying? Which basically led to a bunch of appointments, being more than 100 appointments booked every single month since we started this year. So literally, as you can see, these are just screenshots from my calendar overall. But more so than anything else, what does this mean for you? So roughly simple math, right? Literally, if you had an offer that costs $2,500, all you'd have to do is just get 4 people to say yes, and you have a 10K offer. And you're done. Or get a 1K offer and essentially get 10 people, and that's still a 10K month. Or get a combination depending on what you offer overall. So it's very doable. So just depending on your price point and what you're trying.
Exactly. Now we go back to the simplicity here. We got to understand that like this all is very simple as long as you have the right guidance. That's really what we want to hark on. So we gave her value. Number one, we explained ourselves. We thanked her for giving us the opportunity to pitch her. We showed our expertise and we gave her the roadmap to do so.
To give to people and what's your business model. So here are some of our students so you know that we're actually doing this for real.
And now we, of course, add more social proof where we add testimonials to show that we really know what we're talking about. So that's exactly what it is. We showed, of course, how we helped Juan, we helped JT, we helped Aiken, we helped so many people in her same situation to make her understand that this can work for her as well.
So like we have our friend Juan, which essentially scaled an agency from 0 to 7K in 2 months with our help. We had a software engineer named JT who closed 2 agency clients in 2 weeks. By the way, you can find all these testimonials on our YouTube, by the way. And we also helped out a gym owner named Aiken close $4,000 in 3 weeks with our help. We also helped Matthew, a dude that's literally in a different country, specifically Bolivia, with his web design agency to get to 3K a month in less than 3 weeks. And we helped a friend of ours from Trinidad named Johnny, who scaled his content agency when he's been already running it for the past 6 months, but now he's got 4 more clients just with working with us. So more so than anything else, we basically help out people.
Exactly. So then we basically just showed her everything, and now her next step would be to book a call with us. So you see, as you guys can see here, one thing I love about Loom is that you can click and add a link at the top right. So we click book a call here, and it links them directly to the page where they can work with us one-to-one to kind of help them scale and grow their business. But basically, at the end of the day, guys, it's very simple. You want to make sure that you provide value first, and once you have that value up front, people will say yes, they'll see the work that you do, and they'll be much more interested in working with you. And we've closed tons of people from this Loom system. So if you guys want to understand exactly how we implement this and exactly how we build out the systems, our exact script, and exactly how we do everything and literally no holds barred, then book a call with us, see if we can be a fit to work together, and we can kind of help you out scale. And we'd love to talk to you more because we just want to help as many people as possible scale their online business, because this is our passion. We love to do this, guys. So I hope you guys got a lot of value from this video. I love making these videos like I always say, and I'll see you guys in the next one.